has, well, one of the most famous singers in the world for a wee brother. But with over 10 million Instagram followers, Gemma Styles is very well known in her own right. And now she is releasing her first ever book. It's called Why Am I Like This? And it looks at her struggles with mental health and her ADHD diagnosis. And she joins me now, and it's lovely to see you.
Angie.
It really is. Why am I like this? Honestly, so many people are going to identify with this, Gemma. And, you know, you have got, it's almost like by association. We all know your brother's very, very famous. You've got that on your own, but you've decided to use it in a really positive way. What do you hope that people will take from the book?
I hope really, you know, I do talk about my own kind of experiences with mental health in the book, but really in a way that I hope just allows it to feel quite accessible and for people to kind of understand why I care so much about the topic. Because, I mean, the book in general is really supposed to help people understand themselves way more than it's meant to kind of help them understand me, if you like. No, so really, that's kind of what I hope people get from it. Yeah, it's just a bit of a deeper understanding of themselves and the sort of, you know, a realisation of maybe why they think the way they do sometimes, because I think that's the kind of thing that can be really comforting.
You're absolutely right, and I think so many people are going through exactly the same thing. But you sharing what you've been through is such a good thing.
Oh, well, thank you. I feel like it's a weird one because I'm quite a private person, but then weirdly I feel like mental health is one of the things, even though it's one of the most personal things, I guess, I don't mind talking about that because I feel like it's been such a kind of defining part of, you know, the last 10, 15 years of my life, really, that I think to be on social media in that way and not mention it at all and kind of not talk about it would feel quite untruthful to me, even though I don't think people, you know, owe anyone that part of themselves. But I think for me it feels much more authentic, if you like, to talk about it. And
it helps other people. And the thing is, you know, we see your family in a very, very close family, very supportive, but we think it's all golden. Everything is fantastic, everything is wonderful, and you're just kind of, you know, floating on a little cloud of happiness and gorgeousness, and actually no. So when people who are struggling a bit see even folks like yourself are struggling, it definitely helps. You were saying you're a little bit nervous about the book coming out.
Yeah, a bit.
Why is that, though?
I think it's just, it feels like such a different thing. I mean, it's the thing I'm the proudest of that I've kind of ever done and ever written. But I think whatever I've written in the past, it's a lot shorter, the turnaround. So it's kind of, you know, you'll write an article and then you find out quite quickly, people get to read it and they let you know what you think about it. Whereas this I've been working on for the past kind of a good 2 years, and it's such a long time then before you get to find out really what people think of it. So yeah, it's nerve-wracking, but I'm excited.
No, you should be, and you should be very proud of yourself as well, because there's a lot in here. It means it's deep. There's a lot of research in here. I mean, you clearly take it very, very seriously, and it has been something that you've suffered from for since you were a kid. What, teens?
Yeah,
it kind of started for you.
Yeah, certainly. I think my anxiety got more noticeable as a teenager, which I think, with the benefit of hindsight and then, you know, knowing what happened afterwards. But I think at the time it's kind of, you might not realise straight away, because, you know, I would be very anxious around things like exams, but, you know, lots of people would be anxious about that. So, yeah, it's funny to look back on the whole kind of like journey as an adult and kind of being able to see that in my teens and in my childhood now. But
it's sort of, sometimes it can creep up on you, can't it? Just by degrees. You know, and then it's only, like with you say, with the wisdom of hindsight, you can say, and it's that thing of, oh, I wish I'd been able to tell myself that. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you put it in here for everyone else, but there is that, do you know what I mean? There is that thing of, oh, geez, I wish I could have just said, it's OK, or get help, because you did get therapy and that really helped you.
Yeah, I did. Not for quite a long time, though. I didn't end up doing... I'd seen doctors and I'd done, you know, antidepressants and medication and things like that, but I didn't actually have any therapy until I was in my very late 20s, I think. I felt like that was a lot more intimidating for some reason, which is why, you know, I'd like to mention it now and kind of say, because I get that therapy feels like a really intimidating thing to do and like someone's going to judge you almost, but it's just...
I know what you mean.
I found it so helpful.
It's like a big step. It's like you're telling everybody, actually, I need help. And that's OK, but sometimes you don't want to do that. The thing about therapy, though, Gemma, it's a lottery. It depends where you live sometimes, doesn't it? To get therapy. You know, it's all very well we're talking about, and it's great, and we're raising awareness and all these things, which is wonderful. But then when you've done that, you've actually got to offer the help, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely.
That's a difficult thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's, you know, hopefully the NHS will be supported to move in the right direction with that. But certainly, as much as, you know, we can build as much awareness as we like about mental health, you're exactly right. You know, if you don't then follow that up with actual tangible support for people, then, yeah, that's definitely something we need to do a lot more work on.
Do you know what I really admired about you? The fact that, like we said, you've got 10 million followers, which is kind of mind-blowing. It really is. And you know what? You could have just posted pictures of you looking gorgeous and, you know, because you are. But you've decided to do this, you know, open yourself out a bit.
Yeah.
Say, look, this is me, this is what I went through, this can help. I think it's really admirable.
Thank you.
No, it really is, you know, because you didn't have to do that.
No, and I feel like if I'm gonna, you know, I'm very lucky to have that kind of, there's not many people who have that many people in the end of a phone who will, you know, maybe listen to some of what they've got to say. So, yeah, if I can use that in a way that's going to help someone else, then, yeah.
No, it's absolutely brilliant. And talking about your ADHD and all of these things. And like I said, you're a very close family, very close family. And I know that Uncle Harry, because you've had a little baby.
Uncle Harry,
is he the best Uncle Harry that ever was in the world?
Of course. Good.
Glad to hear it, which is good. But again, that helps. But at the same time, the fame is huge, isn't it? For you as a family to deal with that. I mean, I just think it's wonderful how you've managed, you and him, well, your mum's great, but you and him have managed to sort of still be kind of, just getting on with your lives and relatively normal, shall we say, whatever that is.
Yeah, well, we like to think so, you know. I'm sure others would disagree.
Whatever that is, I don't know what it is, but whatever it is. Do you know what, Gemma? More power to you. I know you're doing your podcast as well, which is great. Just keep doing what you're doing, you know. Really, honestly, it's great. Because the thing about you is you can reach, and especially that generation of you know, girls that were, and boys, for goodness sake, not just girls, that were your age when it all started for you, you know, that sort of teenage. And if you can get help then, do you have to go through, you know, such a long time of struggles?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that's what will happen for other people.
Oh, no, it's great. It's lovely to see you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Give all of our love to your gorgeous brother and the rest of your family, of course.
I will.
Right. And Gemma's book, Why Am I Like This? It's out today.
Yeah.
Happy publication day.
Thank
That's a
you.
big deal, isn't it, when you see the book? Oh, my God.